Okay, how y'all doing? Hello, I'm back again. I know it's been a while. Let me get the coffee and then we will get to talking about meal prep, calorie counting, how I meal prep, how I create my meals, my calorie counting, how I determine how many calories I'm gonna eat or whatever, etc., etc. It's gonna be very informative, I promise, and I'm gonna be right back after I get my coffee. Okay, so I got my coffee. Now I'm just gonna put on a shirt and I'll be right back. This camera is actually really heavy, so it's kind of hard for me to like hold it the whole time. I need to, yeah, get a better vlogging camera. But now I'm just gonna go. Welcome back to my channel. We're back again. So it's like maybe what, my 5th or 6th video. I appreciate all of the new subscribes. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do that right now. So we're talking about counting calories, girl. We're talking about macros. We're talking about like how I get to where I get to. All right, with all of that aside, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hello, I am Opal. Stacy, that's the timer. I gotta go make lunch for these kids, so I'll go do that in a second. But, so in the last like 2 weeks, the scale hasn't moved. I'm still where I've been for like a month, 2, 3, I don't know. Like I'm still in like 199, 190. So I'm like between 198 and 201. And this kind of like happens to me like like at every milestone. Like I noticed like when I was 277, I lost like 40 pounds really quickly. And I got down to like 244 really, really fast. And I stayed at 244 for like 3, 4, 5 months. And then between 244, I lost like maybe 20, get down to like 218, 219, 221. And I hovered there for months and months and months. And then it's like that's kind of, maybe that's how I've been able to stay in the weight loss game for so long. Maybe that's exactly the key. Anyways, am I rambling? Damn, like I just went down an entire rabbit hole. My kids are quiet. I wonder why. All right. So I got my coffee. We've got our notes. We're ready. We're ready to go. Let me just go ahead and put these kids' chicken nuggets in the oven. I'll be right back. Yeah. So I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah. So I start with like determining how many calories my body needs in order to like just stay alive, to like hurt my heart, you know, like get the blood flowing in my body. I determine that first. Conventional weight loss says that you need to create a 500 calorie deficit. So for me, where I begin is I always try to calculate my BMI first. I'm gonna put some tools that you can use to calculate your own in the description box. Once you know that, like for instance, mine is 2,000. That's how many I need to like just keep the blood flowing in my body, to keep my heart pumping, my mouth yapping, etc., etc. So that's 2,000. So with that, I know that I need to create a 500 calorie deficit. I can do that one of 2 ways or both ways. I can either cut 500 calories every day, which is hard as shit to eat 1,500. I'm not gonna lie to you. So then that tells me that I need to do some sort of exercise that will burn about 200. I would even go as high as 300 just to be on the safe side, so that I can create that deficit. Oh my God. Everyone's out of focus that entire time. I am so sorry. That's basically where I begin. Like I start by just knowing I need to make sure that everything that I'm gonna create in this little meal plan will keep me between where I need to be. Not gonna lie to you, this week I'm really aiming to eat 1,500 calories. Like I'm not playing with myself. Like I'm aiming to only eat 1,500 calories daily, and then do some working out, like I would say a good 300 to 400 calories of working out, because I'm ready to move forward. So basically this week my meal plan for breakfast is to have egg cups, sausage egg cups. Honestly, they are so good. I would say between that first and second day. After that, it kind of just starts tasting like rubber. So we're gonna do 8 cups for day 1 and 2, and then I want to do overnight oats because you can't just be eating eggs every day for breakfast. Like that is a lot of cholesterol. So I'm gonna go with some oatmeal, some overnight oats for days like 3, 4, 5, and 6. Maybe 3, 4, and 5, and then go back again with the egg cups. That's just how I do. I don't try to complicate things because with making all these big fancy meals, like I stick to what works. Okay. All right. And then for lunch, we're looking at. I wanted to keep my carbohydrates earlier in the day, like the big carbs, like the rice, etc., which I usually don't eat. But I'm finding that it's not. If I keep it under like 100, it's not like problematic. So that's my plan, is to make like a stir fried kind of brown rice. Make sure it's brown and not the white. I did try the white last week, and Lord, it just blew me up. Like my body was just swollen and inflamed. So then we're gonna do stir fried rice with some little sweet peas and carrots. I'm excited, and we're gonna do like a garlic honey chicken thighs. I'm gonna really limit the amount of chicken thighs that I use because they are full of fat. And not only that, like even just like just one tiny little piece, it's like 556 calories, and I'd be hungry. Damn. And then for a snack, usually it's like a shake, a protein shake. I'm really loving this Vega. Kind of like tastes a little bit vanilla, but I do taste hints of banana in it. I think good. It is really good. And if you use like a sweetened almond milk, which I don't necessarily recommend every single day if you're having like a sweet craving and your calories can allow it, fine. But try not to do that shit every day. All right. So the next thing we'll discuss is exactly like how I begin the process of planning out all of that. I laid out exactly what I'm eating, but how do I get to that? Okay, so the first thing that I do is I log on to the grocery store, my local grocery store's website, and I take a look at their weekly ad. Once I can see what their weekly ad is and see what they have on sale, I kind of like make my list from there. So this week, my local grocery store had chicken thighs, buy one, get one. Don't know about you, but I have 3 kids and a whole man. So that kind of works out great for me. So basically, I start planning all of my meals a little bit, for the most part, around what is on sale in store. So that's the first step. If you can skip that step if you know what I'm saying, got a lot of money and that don't matter to you. But if not, then that's the first thing that I do, is I check to see what's on sale, and like especially like vegetables, because girl, they can get really expensive. Vegetables, and I see if there's any meat on sale, and then I begin to create my list based on what is there. All right, so once I know kind of like what is on sale at the grocery store, the next thing I do is I create my list of meals. That's what we do next. So we start creating the list of meals. Like, what are we gonna eat today? So like I said, chicken thighs are on sale, so that's how I designed it. I say, okay, chicken thighs are on sale. Let's make a honey garlic chicken thigh meal. Boom. So once I kind of create my list of meals, which we just went through, you heard my breakfast, you heard my lunch, you heard my dinner, you heard my snack. Then I create the grocery list. Now because I may not have everything I need to create those meals. I may not have the carrots or the sweet peas, and I may not have the rice. Maybe I don't have the butter. Maybe I don't have the oil. I don't know. But I always make sure to go through that, make the list first, and then start creating the grocery list. After that, we just go to the store, which I'm going to show you right now. Me going to the store. Okay, I filmed it 2 weeks ago, but that's all right. Okay, it's me. Fun. That was so much fun. I go to the store, I pick up all the food, and I bring it home, and then we start to cook. The one thing I will mention is that I try to refrain from using too many condiments and using like the seasoning that has like all the salts and stuff inside of them. Like my seasonings, like if I'm gonna use salt, I'm gonna use salt by myself. Those are the only seasonings that I really use. In the beginning, everything becomes like an acquired taste. You're just gonna have to get used to it, and you will. I promise you, you will. You will absolutely get used to eating food that has less salt, and it'll still taste really, really good to you. So that's one of the things I do. I don't really buy like the prepackaged seasonings because they're full of salt, girl, and that will, unless you're like literally, I mean, it's just unnecessary to have that much salt in food. Salt will swell up your limbs and it'll keep your body inflamed. Not only that, it keeps those cravings happening. You know what I'm saying? Like once you start eliminating like salt and sugar from your diet, like in larger portions, it becomes easier to eat healthier without feeling like you're depriving yourself. So that's it. Also, I don't really cook with oil, like the oil you pour out. I get the spray coconut oil or spray olive oil, and I spray everything, and that's it, because that saves me on calories. The only thing I will actually like sometimes go out of my way and use, but I measure it. It's the kids' food. But I measure it. I literally, y'all see me, I will measure out the butter, so I know exactly how much I'm using. Okay? It's easier for me to do it like that. So I'm gonna go and make all of my food. I'm gonna try to put some little bit of footage in it, and I'm gonna make all of my food for today. My chicken did not defreeze, did not defrost yet, so I'm gonna have to put it in some water or something, and I will show you what it looks like at the end of the week for me, basically. So that's it. So just to recap, if you got a whole bunch of money, you could skip this step, but I usually check out my local groceries weekly ad to see what's on sale. After that, I go ahead and create my meal plan. After I gather my meal plan, I tend to create my grocery list, and then we go to the store. Once we go to the store, we come home, we pack all our things. I literally just bought this. Okay, I usually use glass, but I have not been able to get down to the store that I usually buy it from. So it works good too. What I'll do is just like take it out after it's frozen and put it in a glass plate when I'm reheating, because I just, my brain will not allow me to put anything in the microwave that is plastic. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, so if you are following me on Instagram, I'm gonna try my best to continuously update you guys on my weight. I told you I'm still 198, 199-ish, so never stops. You know, it never stops. Guys, thank you so much for all of your support on Instagram, over here on YouTube. You guys are the greatest. Thank you. I am going to put out a video once a week, either Mondays or Wednesdays, if not both. I hope to see you guys back next week. I hope this video was useful. I hope you can use it. I hope it inspires you to, you know, start your journey. Let's go. It's 2020. We're like damn near done. Bye. Went to Whole Foods to get like a couple of days worth of breakfast. No, probably lunch.
What?
Tiffany's looking at me. Tiffany's trying not to look at me. It's making me nervous.